Happy New Year. I hope you had a good one. I want to wish each and every one of you the best in 2023, the best health, wealth, prosperity, love, peace, harmony, and hopefully worldwide we can get a peace throughout it. Anyway, the Toronto Real Estate Board has now reported their stats for December and for the year end. And to no alarm to anybody, we know the year started on fire. I mean, the first 4 months were just, you couldn't touch anything, and it was just multiple offers and everything else. And, you know, we had record-breaking interest rates 7 times last year. I can't remember in all the years that I've been in real estate that it's gone up 7 times in 1 year. So it's had a very inadverse effect on the market. It's really just was going like this, and now it's going like this. So, you know, they reported for the sales in December, 3,117. Now that is down 48% from the December 2021, where we had 6,013. So, you know, you cut 48% of anything, that's a very major impact. And then the bright side of it, because, you know, there's lack of supply out there and there's still demand of some sort. You know, the prices in December were $1,157,837. And then the price in December 2022 was $1,051,260, so down 9.2% in December price-wise, but not as large as, you know, we've seen in some of the other months. So there's been some stabilization as the market starts to adjust to the interest rates and people sort of maneuver their way through it. But anyway, if we look at an overall view of things, that, you know, we just look at in the sales of areas, you know, the Toronto area had 1,162 sales for the month, and their average price was $1,017,989. Again, the condos in Toronto bring the averages down because the detached are much higher, right? These are averages. In Peel, their sales were down as low as 578 sales for the month of December, and their average price fell under $1 million to $989,873. And then we come up to York. We're only 3 behind Peel, and our population's a heck of a lot smaller. We had 575 sales, and our average price was $1,267,563. And then we go to Durham, which was, like I say, that was one of the hottest places ever. Their sales were down to 380. And their average price is now down to $874,456. Now we look in those areas, they were all peaking over $1 million on average. So, you know, if you're a buyer, what a great time to jump in there and get it. I know your interest rates are going to be a little higher, but your amount of principal, and that's what you have to realize, the amount that you got to borrow. You think you're borrowing for, say, $1,050,000. Now you're borrowing from $874,000. So your principal amount, you have a bigger equity there. So, you know, it balances out. Everybody thinks it's not the same, but if you balance the leverages of your principal amount and your mortgage rates, it almost balances out. It's not that much difference. I'll do a segment on that again. I did it before, but I'll do it again. You know, then we look in Simcoe. Again, they got their board, the Simcoe board, but on the Toronto Real Estate Board, they had 100 sales, and their average was $851,284. Again, they were up at around that $1 million, so substantially less. But if we look at a year-over-year basis, and this is really what you want to look at, you know, for the year, I think this has been the lowest year that we've had since 2011 or something. 75,000 sales, 140. Now you compare that to our record-breaking year of last year of 121,639 sales. You know, you're talking a big amount of inventory. That's down like 38.2% for the whole year, right? So listings were down substantially. That, you know, the amount of listings that came across the Toronto Real Estate Board, they were down also. You know, and the biggest thing that's hampering all this is the mortgage rates. And then you have, you know, the stress rules on top of the mortgage rates. So we still need, you know, what's the answer to all this? Obviously, we need more housing. You know, they say they put a bylaw in January 1 to cut out foreign investment, but meanwhile there was 450,000 new immigrants allowed into the country last year. So they you know, they didn't all come to Toronto and GTA, they're spread out across Canada. But probably I would say at least 60% of those people came to Ontario. So, you know, that's a big strain on the housing part right there. You know, you look at rentals, same thing. Rentals, the prices have skyrocketed there. So, you know, what can we expect in 2023? 2023 is going to be more like the later of 2022, a little more flatline. It's not going to be like this, which is a little more stable market for the buyers and the sellers. The sellers can't ask the moon, and the buyers can now negotiate, you know, conditional financing, inspection, and what other terms that may be necessary. You know, so we want to wish everybody a great year. For any information you would like to know about what's going on in real estate, buying, selling, investing, or just want to find out a few other things, please give us a call at 905-907-5464. Our home's at darylking.com. We want to wish you all the best, and we'll be talking throughout the year. Take care. Bye-bye.